Hello friends, welcome to RISE YouTube channel. My name is Tanmay. In today's Prelims Bite session, we'll read about Oreshnik missile. Okay? See, in today's The Hindu newspaper, there's one article. Russia uses Oreshnik missile in attack on Kiev. 4 killed. Now, today we'll cover this in Prelims Bites. But first, you need to understand that why we choose that topic in Prelims Bites. And for that, you need to go to previous year question. See, there's a previous year question in 2023. In this question, UPSC asked about missile, ballistic missile and cruise missile difference, as well as Agni 5 missile and BrahMos missile. So from this perspective, we can understand that yes, missile is an important theme for the UPSC. And this is in news, so we have to read it in a very detailed manner. Okay. Now you can ask me that how we're going to cover that topic. But before that, you need to understand through this article, we can extract two dimensions from prelims perspective. First, we can understand the information about the missile system, as well as there's some important place mentioned in this article. So that is also become important from UPSC prelims perspective. I think like all of you go through the previous year question, you have observed that UPSC repeatedly asked question on places in news. In the same year 2023, UPSC asked multiple question on places in news. Okay, so we have to read this article from these two perspectives. Now we can understand like how we going to cover that article. So first we'll understand the context, in which context it is in news. Then we'll understand about the key features of this missile system. We'll keep it very short and crisp, and whatever required for the examination, we'll cover only that part. Okay. And then there is a practice MCQ which you have to solve and you have to give answer in the comment section. Okay. So let's start. Main content. Okay. Context. What is the context? See, recently Russia attack on Ukraine. Okay. And to attack, Russia uses this Oreshnik missile. Okay. Now we need to understand what is Oreshnik missile. Okay. First, we have to understand key features. See, this is a solid fuel intermediate range ballistic missile. So first information you have to remember that it is a ballistic missile and intermediate range. Then in this context, you have to be very clear that there's a two type of missile. One is cruise missile and one is ballistic missile. Cruise missile is jet propelled, and on the other hand, ballistic missile in initial phase, it used rocket power, and then after reaching atmosphere, when it comes down, it uses gravitation. Okay. So two type of missile. Which are the two type of missile? One is cruise missile, one is ballistic missile. See, in this question, UPSC asked the difference between ballistic missile and cruise missile. Okay. Statement 1. Right. So we understand that it's an intermediate range ballistic missile. Now you have to understand that what is the range then? Range is 3,500 kilometer to 5,470 kilometer. Okay. And its range design in such a way that from deep in Russia, it can hit any major cities in Europe. So that is the important perspective you need to understand. And also there's another information you have to understand that this is a hypersonic missile, hypersonic velocity. Okay. And in this context, you have to understand that what is the meaning of this hypersonic. But before that, you have to understand there's a concept Mach number. Mach number, what is Mach number? Ratio of the object speed to the speed of sound. The object speed is compared with the speed of sound, then give the Mach number. Okay. If Mach number below 0.8, then it called subsonic. If Mach number more than 0.8 but within 1.2, then it's transonic, and it became 1.2 to 5.0. Okay, it's become supersonic, and more than that, if there's a speed of any object, then it's become hypersonic. So more than 5 Mach number, it's become hypersonic. Okay. So in this case, this hypersonic velocity, that is Mach 10. Okay, the missile speed is around Mach 10. And because of that high speed, it became very difficult for interceptor. difficult for interception. Okay. Now you have to understand one more thing that is included in this missile technology, that is MIRV capability. What is this MIRV? Multiple, understand the first, break down the word. AIM stand for multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle. Okay. For example, suppose a missile was launched and now it is coming from atmosphere. Okay. And this is an enemy target. And before that, in the atmosphere, this missile divided into multiple parts and then hit their target respectively. That's technology called MIRV capability, multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle. So this missile can launch 6 distinct warhead, bifurcate into 6 distinct warhead. At the same time, you have to understand one more fact, that is a dual capability. What is the meaning of dual capability? This missile can carry high, conventional high explosive payload as well as nuclear warhead. So that makes this missile a dangerous one. I think you understand the basic one. So we understand about the information about the missile, and in that context and key features we understand. But what is this important place? So there's a 3 place, particularly 4 place you have to remember, that these places are in Ukraine. First is Kyiv. All of you, I think you know that the Kyiv is in Ukraine. But there's 3 more places. One is Kharkiv. What is the Ukraine? Charkasy and Dnipropetrovsk. These 3 places along with Kyiv you have to remember, and where they are located in Ukraine. Okay. So that is the small article you have to remember from prelims bites. You have seen that in 2026 prelims also the current affairs weightage is also increasing. So if you follow this initiative regularly, your current affairs portion will be covered. Okay, that's our responsibility. Now you solve this prelims practice MCQ. Solve this question and write this in the comment that what is the answer. Okay, I think all of you understand this concept, and if you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. We'll get back to it. Okay, thank you so much student for attending this particular discussion, and all the very best for your upcoming exam. Thank you.